Hi, this is a Kawai piano CA95. It's around 6 years old, and there are a few models very similar to this, sharing the same architecture, all suffering from the same problem, the sticky keys. It's basically some keys are uh, you have the feeling that they are sticky. They don't move smoothly. The action is stiff, and it's hard to play like that. So there are very nice videos on the internet and YouTube explaining how to access the rear part of the keys, the hammers, and saying, well, explaining how to remove the rear part, disconnecting the cables, the speakers, and so on. Very useful. I use them to access the keys, but I need some information about how to clean the keys specifically. Since I opened my piano, and I expect not to open it for the next years, I say it's a good moment to explain how to make a video about that and explain that. So the first thing is how to remove the keys. The best way I found to do that is you just take a key, you lift it like this, maybe 20 degrees, you hold the hammer and you pull the key on this direction, and then it's out. Then the hammer, you leave it go a little bit down until it's in the same level to the others, and you push gently and it gets out. That's it. So the next thing you have to check is this part of the hammer. It usually has some grease here because the axis go through this part of the hammer and needs the grease, which is fine. But the problem is it has a bad habit to melt and go down to the screw just by gravitational force. Go down and it collects here on the top of the screw. So we have to pay attention to this area. I take a cloth with alcohol here and I remove all the grease on this part, except on this area, which I leave a little bit because it's useful for the rotation of the hammer. Especially I pay attention on the head of this screw. Should be very clean, like this. So I check that it's not sticky. Then I go back to the head of the key, and you see there are two layers here. There is a black one, which is let's say you can push it a little bit. I don't know which material it is, but it looks like some kind of rubber, thin rubber. On the top there is a very thin layer of something which could be Teflon or even a cheaper version of Teflon. I don't know. Very thin. It looks transparent. Also the grease gets on this part, and it makes this combination very sticky. In this case, not very bad. You see this thin material is on its place and there is no grease here. So I just check everything works fine. Then I put it back. How I do that? I just place the hammer back to the axis. I don't see it exactly, but I feel it's somewhere here because it should be on the same level as the others. And I keep the hammer up and I introduce the key as I remove it, having this 20 degrees, so that it comes under the head of the screw. And then once I feel that the pin, you see this pin here, when I feel the pin is below the hole here, then I push the key and it's in. And then I push the hammer until I hear a click. That's it. And then we have the key on its place. Fortunately, not all keys are as good as this one. There's some others. for example, my black keys, I don't know exactly why, but most of my black keys are in very bad condition. Let's check this, the 22. Fortunately, all keys has a number, so it's not easy to mistake them. But the hammers, you can mistake them. I think, I'm not sure, but I think the hammers connected to the black keys are they weight less than the others for the white keys, so you shouldn't exchange those. I think black keys you can exchange in black with blacks and whites with whites, but not whites with blacks and so on. So take care. Here you can see the top of the screw is dirty. I suppose this is the grease which comes down from here, but it could also be the glue in this part of the material is stick to the rubber, and it could be some glue comes out and comes here into the top, and the feeling is sticky. Yeah, it's not. Yeah. So next thing would be clean this part. Yeah. So clean it. I also clean the grease around this area. I leave some grease inside this part, as I did before. Okay. And once it's perfectly clean, it's not perfectly clean, but now it looks better. I check. No, it's fine. I also clean here the head of the key. It's fine. It's very nice. Then I put it back. Some keys, I found that lift the hammer here. This upper part, this film here, is displaced. Is not on its place, so it's somewhere up, or even really lying here on the side of the key. So what I did in this case is I removed this part and I replace it by something else. In this case I use Teflon. I can show you. I use this is a 1/4 millimeter Teflon. I bought that from eBay for a couple of euros, and you can just cut a piece of Teflon and you can put it on top of this. Actually, you can. It's not very nice here done. Good. Yeah, and usually I use the same glue there. Once I remove the previous film, there is some glue there, and my Teflon just sticks quite good there and it doesn't move. But if you feel there is not enough grip, I mean it's not doesn't stay there, then you can put some I don't know, use some glue. So then I put it back, put the hammer first, and then the key, and then and now it's quite nice. Okay, so this is everything I want to show you before I close my piano. It's more or less repaired. All the keys are moving smoothly, and I hope you enjoyed the video. If you have any comment, I will they are all welcome, and thanks, and have a good day. Bye bye.